about it? This is your boy Montre. I was having a deep thought. I just thought I'd make a video about it. Adam and Eve. I'm sure you've heard the story, Adam and Eve. A lot of people, first story they learn when they're kids in church, you know, is the Adam and Eve story. Now, I really want to question people. Do you literally believe Adam and Eve is a literal story about two people on earth, that we all come from these two people? Do you actually believe that it's a literal story, or do you think it's more metaphorical? And well, I believe that there are probably some truth in the Bible. I don't think that the Adam and Eve is a literal story of what exactly happened at the beginning of the world. I think Adam and Eve is more of a metaphorical story of what could happen. I mean, if you think about it, Adam and Eve, they were created together. Well, they weren't created together. Adam was created first, and then Eve was created first. He has this naked woman who he calls his partner, you know, but they're not having sex. Trust me, they're not having sex. Nowhere does it say that they were having sex. He didn't know her until after they had sinned and got put out the garden. Then he knew her, and then they started having kids. So this whole thing about the forbidden fruit, the serpent, all of this stuff has a strong sexual connotation to it, where I really believe that Eve's discovery of the forbidden fruit was actually her discovery of sex. If you think about it, girls go into puberty way before guys. Girls are always developing faster than young boys. And how I see the story of Adam and Eve is basically a story of humanity and how we sexually develop. You have Eve, who discovers the forbidden fruit. She discovers the serpent, the cunning serpent, which sounds like a phallic symbol. I don't know who was out there, you know, but she got some penis, and she learned what the forbidden fruit was. She learned about what sex was, you know. Then she went and she taught Adam, and she taught him a few things about sex, and then they knew their bodies. And that was the funny part, because then they were like, oh, we need to put clothes on. Nothing makes you more conscious about your body than sex. You know, you think about kids, and they run around naked, and they really don't care about, you know, being naked. And then they go into puberty, and that is the moment where they become a little bit more conscious of their bodies. They become like, oh, don't look at me, and knock before you come in, you know, as they become teenagers. So I think Adam and Eve is really a story of, it's an allegorical story. It's about how mankind develops, you know, and women develop first before men, and then, you know, we kind of present ourselves, and how we see sex. The whole way the Bible starts things off is making people, or teaching people, to be very shameful about their bodies, for one, and the whole idea of that sex needs to be constrained to some way. So to control women and their sexuality. I don't know who has a stronger libido, men or women, but there were a lot of rules put on her versus him. He basically was given rules to take care of everything. But a lot of constraints were put on her. So I just found that kind of interesting, and I just wanted to share that with you guys and what you think about the whole creation story. I mean, I have a lot of opinions about the creation story and creation stories all over the world, but the Adam and Eve one is just one that's most popular in the Western world, and I just really think it's really just talking about sex. It's an allegory about sex. Tell me what you think. Give me your 2 cents, because if you don't do it, then who will?